Okay, so today we were going to do Minesweeper, but not Minesweeper, like a specific thing within Minesweeper, right?
Right. Let's not do all of Minesweeper today, though. It's probably longer than we have time for.
Yeah. So the basic thing we're going to try to do is, given a map of the mines, what the numbers should be that would be on top of Minesweeper, which numbers represent how many adjacent spaces, I guess, including the current space, right? So it's all 9 spaces. So
Yeah,
it's
I
the
guess
8 adjacent
so.
places plus,
When
or is
you're
it?
actually,
Oh
when you're
no,
actually
it's only
playing, is it only the adjacent ones?
Oh, that's right. It's not even like the 8 adjacent. It's the up, down, left, right.
I think it's the 8 adjacent ones, because you can do in Windows Minesweeper.
Oh, that's right.
I think it's the 8.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is the 8 adjacent spaces, but it's not the space you're in.
Right.
Or maybe it does.
Well, because when you're actually playing Minesweeper, I guess I think it's just adjacent. I think.
Okay. Well,
we can say that it's just adjacent for today. Yeah, because in the instructions it's talking about each square may have at most 8 adjacent squares. I think it's just adjacent.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Apparently it's been a while since I played Minesweeper. That's right. When you start out, there's nothing. It's just a blank field. And you click on them and you reveal the numbers. And the numbers tell you how many adjacent spaces, because the bombs are bombs. They don't have a number.
Right.
For some reason, I was thinking there was a number on top of the bomb, but there's not. Okay, excellent. Maybe we'll edit that out, but we'll see.
Yeah, who knows? It is fun whenever I listen to a podcast and they go off on some tangent and then they're like, we should edit that part out. And they obviously didn't, because I'm listening to it.
Yeah. Okay. So again, using that ZOM thing we've talked about before, right? The 0, 1 many.
Mm-hmm.
We want to start with like one empty one or one with a bomb. I don't think we want to do smaller than like actually 0, like an empty array.
Yeah, I don't think that's very interesting case. Like a 1x1 with no bomb, I think would be an easy place to start. 1x1 with 1 bomb, it should still be, the number should still be 0, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it'll just be a bomb. Like you indicate that there's a bomb there.
Oh, right.
Right. So that one is the easiest, in as much as you just pass it through. The input is the output. But it's also not super useful.
We could do that as our second test or something, or we could do that at some point just to make sure that we get, like that could be our first pass the bombs through case or something.
Okay, so 1x1, no bombs.
I think so for the first one.
Okay.
How do you want to represent the input board?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're following it strictly, it would be, sorry. It would be a string, right? Probably.
Yes. Okay, so the first line has 2 numbers, N and M, which are the dimensions, and then it has a new row on each line. Separated by
and it's meant to do multiple iterations potentially. I guess 0, 0 is one of the outputs there, or inputs there. I don't know. We could be, I don't know as if I want to parse all that as part of this.
Yeah. Yeah, the parsing the string part is not super interesting. I don't think that's the interesting part of this problem.
Yeah. We could do, height, width, and an array of, I guess we don't even need to do the height and width. We could just do like a 2D array
Yeah,
as the input.
I got to remember my 2D array syntax.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. That's
from the perspective of test input, if we can make it so that it's like, so that you can see what the board actually looks like in the code, that would be nice. 2D array would probably give us that.
I think so. Why don't we try it? Let's.
Okay.
Okay. I will, since that's your idea, I will code first. I'll drive first at least. So we're going to do a test 1 by 1 empty. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to insert that. I don't know, output probably.
Yeah.
Equal to, so what do we expect? We're going to get an array back then?
Yeah, I think so.
An array, a 2D array. So, I don't know, like that?
Yeah, I think so. And then
0?
I think each row goes in another set of curly braces, but I'm not positive.
Oh, so
what we're going to do, is it going to be an integer array that we get back? Or should we do like a character?
Oh, it's got to be a characters, right? So we have the stars for the bombs. Okay, it's still not happy.
Very crabby about that.
Invalid rank specifier is what I'm showing. I don't know if you want to mouse over it.
Oh yeah, I can see the output on the.
Oh, that's right. Too. Okay. Okay. Well, looks like we may need to do a little bit of
remembering how to do that.
The array refresher.
You put in the type. Does it? Won't be happier. What if we put in the?
Oh, maybe.
What if we put in the type and not do the array initializer just to make sure we can? Oh no!
Oh. Hey, that seems happier.
Happier.
Oh, it needs one more there. One, no.
And then
you can do 2 there.
The semicolon. It's interesting that we can't figure out the type on that.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe C#11.
We can hope.
Okay, so var output equals, I don't know, let's do our, you have an idea for the name of the method?
Should we just do it in the test code here? Like we did?
At least to start. If it needs to be free, we can make it free.
Okay. Something like build bomb count or generate bomb count map or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Map.
Maybe we'll come up with a better name than that. I don't know.
Okay, so then the input is going to be a 1 by 1 with
a dot, I think.
With a dot. Dots. Okay.
I think dots are nothing there, and asterisks are bombs, I think. Okay. So we'll let you generate it.
No. I want to go ahead and do it. Oh, wait, maybe mousing over. No quick fixes available.
Oh. Oh wait, it's not.
There you go.
It chose the name of the parameter VS. I wonder why I did that. Or how it picked that name. Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's. Does the description have a?
Name for
Calls it
that
a
one?
field. Bomb field, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Question would be then, do we change the other one to also be?
Yeah, I was just thinking that we have the map terminology and field terminology.
Okay. Hey, look, that worked.
Ooh, let you do it there.
I was able to get that to work. Okay. So return new. Okay.
Yay. Okay, that's good.
So again, the question would be, do we go more empty spaces or do we do bomb with one? Like, do we expand the dimensions first or do we? I don't know.
I think
I have my thought.
doing the bomb first would be a smaller step because otherwise, I mean, once we start doing the getting larger. I mean, I guess we could do a larger field and not do the neighbors yet. We can make it so that it works for a variable number of variable size field.
So my thought was if we start with going bigger first, like then we can work out the iteration and creating the same size array and filling them all in separate from having to do anything with neighbors.
Yeah. And we don't have to worry. We can worry about the iterations separately than worrying about the transforming the individual fields to stuff. Okay, I like that.
That, I mean, or we could do a bomb and then a bomb plus one other space, like a 2x1. But I feel like almost at that point, you're almost done.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could do it by just doing the direction. Okay, so thinking ahead a little bit. I'm going to change my mind, change my vote.
Okay.
So if we do a bomb and then we do a bomb with an open space to the right and do a bomb with an open space to the top and then a bomb with open space to the left and a bomb with open space below it, then that would kind of iterate us into looking at the adjacent spaces. And then we could do a 2x2 where it's in each of the corners, which then forces you into the looking at the each of the non-cardinal directions.
To do that, we'll still need to make sure that our output field is the same dimensions as our input field, though. So I'm wondering if we want to do that part first.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So we flip-flopped.
Okay. That's always fun when you suggest an idea and I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. And then you're like, no, I don't want to do that. And then I have to convince you that I have to convince you that your idea is the thing that we should do.
Okay, let's try that. Do you want to try for a little bit?
Yeah. Do you want to do like a 2x1 or a 2x?
Yeah, let's start with 2x1 because I think we'll do like 4 2x1s. That way we don't have to worry about. I wonder if we only want to do one direction at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably work.
Okay.
That would allow us to change one of these at a time instead of both.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm going to say 2 by 1 like that. And then, oh, let's see if we did this right. Oh, apparently not. Oh, I think it's, yeah, the indices go the other direction. So it's 2 this way.
Yeah, I think we
Care which
could
way?
actually get rid of the rank. I think you can get rid of 2 and 1. Sorry, I'm looking at
Can I do like that?
just do, yeah, comma. It will
Okay.
figure it out for you.
That would be good. Okay, but it is 2 this way. Do you want me to format this part differently to make that more obvious? I don't know. Like I could do
Yeah.
that or something, maybe. I don't know. A better
Yeah,
or
let's
worse?
do that for now.
Okay. That. Do you want to? I guess we can just do is equal to, right, for the whole thing.
I think so. So it would be
0
or 0 and 0.
Oops.
Right?
And then there it'll be 0. And if I reformat that one, oh dear.
Is that how the reformatter wanted to do it with?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that I love that, but is that good for our test for now?
I think so.
Messing with me that these are formatted differently than those. I explicitly reformat that. Nope. Okay. Well, all right then.
That is interesting. Okay. So we could fake it to start. Get us to green. Let's say if so there's length and there's rank.
Yeah, let's see. Get you can get length and tell it which rank. I think the get rank is, where is that? I think the rank is how many dimensions it is.
That makes sense. Okay.
I think. And then you can say get length like
yeah,
0.
You tell it which dimension you want to get the length of. Gotcha.
I think that's how that works. I don't know if I did that in the. I don't know if 0 is the right one. I think 0. I think it goes in order, but I'm not sure. Do you want me to just do a fake in here?
Yeah.
We'll see if it.
That way we'll know if it's the right length that we're looking at.
Oops. 0. Sorry, this is a bunch of characters that I don't usually type in that order.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So the question is, how do we iterate over a 2D array? Do we have to do it completely by indexes? Which
I think so.
which might be fine. Okay, so
Yeah, if you could just like for each over everything and it could keep track of you could map between the two and it could keep track of the index between them, that would be great. But
okay, so if we change 37, because we will, so we need to initialize the array to a specific size.
yes. So you want me to put that in here?
Yeah, so if you do bomb field dot, yeah, the get length of each of the two.
I assume I need to put that one in too. Oh, why does it not like that? Oh, wait, constant value is expected.
Can you extract it to a variable and that's okay? Or it has to be constant? That.
Yeah,
Oh.
like that. I know you can do this. I don't know. I don't remember how to do it though.
Oh, it might be. It's probably because we're also initializing it.
Oh, that could be. Oh, steal this.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. And then
yes,
this will be all messed up for a minute, but
yes, and then we
output
just
0, 0. Well, I guess
just start with that. Yeah.
Yeah, this 1, 0. I
think so.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot you can't put in dynamic values here and do an initializer at the same time. But I guess that's okay. We're not gonna end up with an array initializer. So it's fine.
So we could delete 39 now. Thank you. Okay.
We could add another test that's 1 by 2, and that would force us to do the other dimension.
Well, I guess my question would be, can we get rid of 35? Can we get rid of the if statement and then 43? Like, I know we can't right now, but like,
we can't now, but we could get close.
Can we just initialize everything to zeros?
We could, if we
like
build it, yeah, and then iterate over everything and set it all to zeros. I think that would work. Should we change this so that we're iterating over all the things?
Yes.
Okay.
So
do you want to do like
we could just do the one dimension for now, right?
Oh yeah, we could do that. What do you want to call these? X and Y, row and column?
I think row and column will be better.
Okay. So should we call this one row since we're doing it like this?
This is the row index, I guess.
It's 0, and we'll say output sub row and 0. That, and then we shouldn't need either of these, right?
I believe that is true.
Okay.
And then I think we can get rid of the if statement. We could check it by copying 37 to 43 and replacing 45 with that.
Oh, right. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Replacing that.
Yep. That will be one undo.
Oh, doesn't like that.
Oh, sure.
But-
Well, we could put that up at the top before the if.
Yeah. The char. And V is a terrible name. We should fix that. That's just what it auto-generated for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so now we can just delete the whole if block.
Yep.
Again, it's that make it exactly the same. And then you can deduplicate it.
Yeah.
So
How about we rename this though? Row count?
yes.
I don't know if that's a good name, but it's better than V.
Yeah. We could also replace on 39 the get length with row count.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. I think that will make it more readable. Do you want to let me combine these? Move declaration near reference now. Do you want me to go back to this?
Yeah. You could even probably var it again.
Yeah, let's bar it out. That's prettier.
Okay. So yeah. So we need to write another test. Sorry, do you want to switch?
Oh yeah, let's switch. Do you want to do the in the other direction now?
I think so.
Okay. Because that'll help us to generalize this. I'll have to add another loop in here for the columns.
The only thing is that if we do all of those first, then no, I think it might be okay. Let's try it. We can always back out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna add another test.
Oops, sorry.
Oh.
I was helping.
Okay, so test 1 by 2. Oh, does Visual Studio Code do camel humps like JetBrains does?
If you can have an extension that does it. So I do on my side, but
well,
I probably won't give it to you.
Not today.
Yeah, I still haven't done enough Visual Studio Code, like live share stuff to know exactly how things like extensions will always behave.
Okay, is that failing in the way that I expect?
Expected a 1 by 2, but the actual is 1 by 1. So I think so.
So what you're saying is that 2D array 2 strings are still not useful.
Are stupid. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that does look like what we would expect, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're navigating.
Oh, all right. Well, let's. Should we bake it first, or should we just start doing the iteration on column count?
I think we have the pattern well enough that we could try it. If we get in trouble, we could back out.
Okay. So let's do something like line 47, do column count.
So that would be the length 1.
Right. And then we'll replace the 1 on 49.
Yeah.
Column count. And that makes it fail in a new way.
Yes, right, because it should be the same now, the right index.
Right. But now it says it's expecting the 0 character, but it's getting a Unicode null, I assume is what that is.
Right. Okay, so you just want to do a nested loop?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what. It's very confused.
Yes.
0. Oh, is there a thing in here? What?
So on mine, I get 2 autocompletes, 2 possible autocompletes for 4, and 1 will fill all the things in.
Hey,
Yeah.
that one. Okay. I'm looking. It's got multi-cursor to change this all to column.
Ooh. Fancy.
Oops.
Whoops.
Enter was not what I wanted. Maybe tab. There we go. And that
will be column count.
Do you want it to be call count or column count?
I don't know. Usually I don't like abbreviations, but for this one, current me totally knows what call count is. It's just whether future me will know that or not. Future me will know that. I'm pretty sure future me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty common abbreviation. I usually like it just because then row and column are the same length.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Your mileage may vary.
I have faith in future me too.
Okay. That worked.
Yeah. Okay. What do we do next?
So I think we do a 2x1 or 1x2 with one of them being a bomb.
Okay. Do you want to do a 1x1 with a bomb to do the pass through first?
Huh.
Because that would start changing this part, so we can't just always put 0 in there.
But this way we could do an if to whether or not it does the one thing or the other thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. 1x1 bomb.
Okay. Oops. Void test 1x1. Output equals, oops, generate. And this will be a, let's see, what is bomb? Asterisk? That was not what I wanted at all. And that output is equal to there we go.
Same thing.
So once they're on new lines, it doesn't want to auto format them. Oh well. Maybe this is just something I'm going to have to learn to live with.
Okay, well, just do what we talked about.
Do you want to do
check what it is?
An if in here?
That was my thought.
Okay. Equal to a dot?
No, if it's equal to, oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's whichever one you want to. Would it be better to do it? Check to see if it's a bomb, and have this be the special case? Because this is the one that's going to change, right?
Yeah. Like the bomb is always going to be the bomb. It's kind of guard clausey.
Yeah, I was thinking guard clausey, but that's a good word, guard clausey. I was thinking guard clausey, but in terms of guarding the functionality that's already working. But
okay.
Okay. So
hey, you want to switch?
Oh, yeah. Let's switch.
Because you have, I guess it's really,
I like the doing a 2x1 or 1x2 with a bomb. One bomb and one not bomb. Because that will start making us actually count neighbors and things.
so bomb on top.
Yeah, sure.
So that would be, this would be a bomb. We would say
And that
this would be a bomb.
would be a bomb,
This
and that would be a 1. Yeah.
Which should fail because it'll default to 0.
Right, because we don't ever put ones anywhere.
Correct.
Yet.
Until today. So we have an else, which we're going to presumably embellish now.
Yeah, probably. Because we need to, so for the test we just added, we want to check bomb field row -1 column to see if it's a bomb. But that will make other things blow up, I think.
Oh, so you're thinking maybe we could do if, so you're saying, so row -1.
Right.
Call that equals a bomb. And output row
Equals
1, which, like you said, was going to cause all sorts of problems. But we could put an additional, like, row -1 is greater than 0.
Greater than or equal to 0?
Wouldn't 0 be fine?
If we do row -1 equals 0.
Because row is 0 based, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying, wait.
So if we did if row is greater than 0, I think, or we could do row -1 is greater than 0, I think.
Oh, sorry, else.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Huh. It's green.
It is green. So we don't want a separate else if for to check every possible combination of neighbors, because that would be terrible. Do we want to refactor this so that rather than coming up with each combination of neighbors, we just check each neighbor and do some sort of incrementing count kind of a thing? Does that make sense?
No. I mean, yes, kind of, but like here, if we, I mean, because essentially what we're going to do is increment over them and check if it is, and then add or not add to the number, right?
Right.
So okay, sorry. So sorry, what were you thinking then?
So like the way we have it right now, we're setting this to, a specific value.
Correct.
So I was thinking of checking all of the neighbor. Well, I mean, we won't do this yet, but we'll just do it for the one neighbor first, but have this based off of some incrementing count as opposed to a specific
Right.
value.
So I guess, yes. So I guess how I'm thinking about it, what I'm interpreting what you're saying, if I were to interpret into code, we do something like, I don't know why that is the thing that you think I want to do. Over count. Like that, right?
Yeah.
And then we do is down here, change this to be dot. Can we do 2 character?
I don't
to do a
think
2
so.
string.
You do 2
sub-zero.
string, yeah, sub-zero. Maybe there's a better way to do it than that, but I think that works.
And then
There, neighbor count plus.
I think that'll work right now. Yeah,
Yeah, and then I think we don't need the else anymore.
correct.
Yeah.
I am looking at this and wondering and feeling very switch expression, like pattern matching.
Right.
Might be the answer here. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of experience with C# pattern matching yet.
Yeah, like I have looked at it and sometimes used pattern matching in code, but I haven't used it enough to be like, oh yes, this will definitely fit one of the existing pattern matching patterns and will be super great for it.
Okay, well, this is better, or at least more in the direction of actually being real. So do you want to switch, or do you want me to keep driving?
Unless there's some other, well, I mean, let's switch and you can tell me if there's any other refactoring you want to do before we add another test.
I don't think so, because I think what we're probably going to do is copy that test and then move it to the bottom.
Yeah, switch where the bomb is.
Yeah.
Well, bomb on bottom. So this will be empty, and that one will be a bomb. This one will be a bomb, and that will be a 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So then down
Add
here,
a thing like this.
yes. But instead of row -1, it'll be row +1.
Yep. +1.
I think I do want to change 98, but we can change 100 to be row +1 is less than
or equal to row count.
I think we want less than, right?
Oh, yes, we do. Because
we're on that boundary. Okay. And I'm thinking, I think in order for it to be more comprehensible, 98 should be -1 is
here
greater than or
Oops.
Greater than or equal to 0. Since that's what we're really checking.
Right. That better or worse?
Well, I think we can do an or.
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, no, because all of them need to be, multiple could be true.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We do need to check each one independently. Which I think is why pattern matching will be not the right solution unless we extract it to another method and run it through the pattern each time. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do the thing we know how to do for now.
Okay.
We can play with it later.
Okay. Can we add another test?
Yeah. I think now we just add the 2 other directions, right?
Yeah.
We could probably do even 2 of the tests at a time if we wanted, but
1 by 2 bomb on the left. No. Fine, just so I don't have to change it. We'll do right. How about that?
I wondered which way you were going to go. If you were going to change the name of the test or you're going to change the data.
And yeah, so that should.
So we just need another if statement in there.
Yep. This one will be more different. Let's see, I'm looking to the left. So that's actually closer to this one, huh?
Oh, you're looking to, oh. No, because we're looking to the right.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right, we are.
So it'd be call +1, call count.
And row.
Okay.
Okay. And then bomb to the left.
Bomb to the left. Okay, and then just another if statement there. Thinking ahead a little bit while you're doing that. Need to do the diagonals next.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I don't think are gonna be that big of a deal. I mean, it's gonna follow the same pattern, right?
Yeah, I think we'll just have to check the row and the column to make sure that they're in range.
Right.
Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad.
Right.
There we go. Do we want to like extract this out to a thing that checks the 2 coordinates to make sure that they're in bounds or something like that?
You mean that would, so that'd just be the part before the and then, right?
Well, I was thinking like do a IsBomb and we'd pass it row -1 and call, and it would make sure that both things that we pass in are within the range.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking. Yeah, I mean,
We could do that as part of doing the diagonal neighbor checks.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was thinking like we'd take like 122 there and take the whole thing and just name it bomb down or bomb is, something like that. Go more, I guess, domain named. problem space named, but I think yours would simplify the code more and lead us towards, I guess, being able, I don't know. Yeah, let's try that. So yeah, if we extract it and to a method that's just IsBomb.
A method. Oops. There's bomb. And sure, that's not really quite what I wanted it to be, but it's close. So I want to change this one to row -1.
Correct.
And then do that and that.
Yes.
Right. And then if I do this one, we're just going to copy this, I think. And this will be row +1. And I'll do like and row +1 is less than get. Oh, we don't have the row count here anymore, do we?
Yeah, we don't need it. So it just be is row less than
get length 0.
Yeah. But it's not +1 anymore, right? Because it's just row.
Oh, yes. Sorry. You're correct. Okay, how is that pattern so far?
So one thing I was thinking, maybe instead of returning true or false, we return 1 or 0.
1 or 0. Oh, for
then we just add them together.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. Do you want to do a?
So it's a ternary, right?
Yeah, turn. If that is true, return 1, otherwise return 0.
Yeah.
And this will turn into an int. That will be happy. And then these will be crabby.
Right.
But then we can turn.
Let me just say, yeah.
That plus that. Oh, what did I mess up? Oh, I have an extra paren there, huh? There we go. I probably format that better. Something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I think IsBomb isn't necessarily the right name anymore. Like playing with in my head, like number of bombs at, or
yeah, bomb count at.
Bomb count at, yeah. It's at least more honest.
Yeah. Here I put the operator on the next line, and here I put it on the preceding line. Do you care?
Sorry, where did you do which?
Oh, here I put the and operator on the following line, and here I put it on the first. I put the operator on the first line. Do you care?
Well, I don't know. Well, I think I like this because the bomb counts line up. So we'll leave that for now.
Okay.
I do like the ands on the line just because then you know it's a continuation.
Right.
But I don't know.
Do you care about where this ternary is?
I usually like to break them out into 3 lines. Like, just for clarity, like that.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I would probably indent 138 to 141. Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, I probably would have to. I kind of expected it to indent it for me, but it didn't. So I'm like, hey.
Maybe we'll have to throw this in Writer or Visual Studio later and see
what it
how it formats it.
Yeah. Do you want me to turn these two into bomb counts also?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Bomb field, do row and column. I guess we'll do it in the same order that we're doing here.
It's gonna blow up quite spectacularly.
Yeah. All is less than bomb field dot get length 1. Okay. -1.
It's gonna blow up again.
That. I think with this refactor, then the diagonals will just work.
I think so as well. Now that we're checking both.
Yeah. Which I don't know if that's good or bad, because we sort of added functionality without adding a test for it.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could also argue we just made it more, more general purpose. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if yeah. Well, bomb can't at like it's just checking, is there a bomb at the place that you said there is? It just happens to be checking whether or not it's in bounds or not as well.
Right. Yeah. I guess if we had, we could have added one or more
we still have to route bombcat out lines for those other ones, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not like we get it all for free per se. Like, we couldn't just write the test and it would pass.
That's true. So maybe we just did the make it easy refactor to make the addition, the new functionality easy before we added the new functionality.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. And
okay,
if we hadn't done that, if we had added the diagonal, one of the diagonal tests first, then we just would have added another one of those if else, and then we probably would have seen enough duplication to be like, maybe we should refactor that duplication.
Well, because we would have had to check both at that point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we finish it up?
Yeah. You want to? I was typing, right?
You were. Okay.
I can't remember that far back. You want to add a diagonal test?
Yeah, you want to move up to the tests?
Oh yeah, I should probably scroll to where you're actually typing, huh?
Okay, so now we're going to do a test 2x2.
Yeah. Top left. I don't know.
Sure.
More suggesting naming convention as opposed to. Oh, you have the curly braces are inside the parens.
That is true. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, so the new char. So it's going to be this one.
Yeah.
And no, we don't have one. Oh no, we do. Grabbing from way up here.
Oh yes, all the way
37.
back there.
Coming way back down. Okay. And
That's good.
I think the thing we're going to get for free is that we're going to have essentially all the counting will happen, right? Like,
yeah,
we went from one to many kind of in the background.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which I think, again, like you said, I think it's okay. I'm feeling okay about it. Is that what we're doing?
Okay. And the test said that it was different at 1, 1, which is the diagonal one. That's good.
All right, because right now that one has no adjacents because it does not have anything. Right, this one does not have any
cardinal direction neighbors that are bombs.
Right. So we should be able to go down and add. Okay, so it's going to take the bomb field and it's going to take.
So row -1 because we're going up.
And column -1, right?
-1, yeah. Thank goodness for all that graphics programming. So now I'm used to 0, 0 being in the upper left-hand corner.
Okay. I am going to assert that we should take a bigger step at this point.
Okay. What is your proposed bigger step?
My proposed bigger step is we do a 3 by 3 where there are bombs in each corner.
Okay. So then the center one will have to check all 4 diagonals.
Correct.
Okay, I like that, as opposed to adding a separate diagonal test for each one.
Yeah, I'm just like, sorry, I'm gonna get bored, and anybody watching this is probably gonna get bored too.
Yeah, probably right.
So okay. I don't know what I would do in a real situation. I probably would do what we're about to do.
So I like the idea of use the tests to drive the code forward, but if you don't know what test to add to drive the code forward, then do the test that you know how to do.
This is true.
So like I like this test better because then we'll have one test that covers all of these cases. And I don't feel like for us at the moment, that is too big of a step. But if we did feel like it was too big of a step or we didn't know where to go, then I would probably recommend adding the individual tests.
Right. Yeah, I think if we didn't have a clear, like, this is exactly what we want it to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so this should be a 2.
That one will be a 2. That one will be a 2. That one will be a 4.
Okay, so it should fail because of the middle, right?
Because we're only checking one diagonal currently. And so I put a 1 in there.
Okay, so did we ever figure out how to, I don't know. I didn't figure out ever how to duplicate line.
Yeah, it's probably a C#. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say if it's a C# extension thing, then like how it's doing C# stuff for you, weird. But I wouldn't think that would be a C# specific thing. I don't know. Minus, 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 plus, plus, minus, plus, plus.
Oh, like this isn't changing. Okay, there we go. I mean, I could have seen that maybe like we messed up one of them, but like all three of them, like, okay, well, that now I think is all the way working.
Yeah, I think that should work for all the things now. Do you want to do one final test where it's a 3x3 and everything around the outside is bombs? Just to prove to ourselves that we can get to an 8?
Sure.
I mean, I think that one will just work.
I hope so.
If it doesn't, I won't know why.
Let's see, 3x3 bombs
On edges? I don't know.
Huzzah.
Yay.
Okay, so I guess at this point, it's presumably working.
Yeah.
I mean, we could use a couple of the test cases that they had in there, but
yeah, we could. Like if this were production code and I had those as examples, I would probably put them in as tests, but for this I don't feel
I think we're okay.
Necessary.
So the question is how we did it. Is that
The best way, the right way?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Let's one thing that I kept thinking about, like some possible refactorings. One, I was thinking about our tests. I was wondering if there's a way to refactor our tests to be better.
Since they're very repetitive.
Yeah, for FizzBuzz, it was easy to use a test case because all of our inputs easily fit on one line. Where here we could make them fit on one line, but then they wouldn't be readable.
Yeah.
We could do, I can't remember what it's called. You can do a test case where you, instead of like where you provide all the values, that might be, I've only done that a couple times, so I don't remember how to do it off the top of my head, but like that might be an interesting thing to do here. I don't know if it would help a ton, but that was a thing. That's not related to our production code, but
no, but yeah, I thought about that too. And the fact that they're static arrays makes it at least doable to put it in test cases, but yeah. I don't know as if it would be better.
I guess technically this should probably be a 2D character array, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It just happens that
you can go ahead and change it. Make sure that
the NUnit equality checker is smart enough to do the right thing on that.
So one thing I was thinking is that we're going to each spot and then we're checking each of the neighbors each time,
Right.
which basically means we're checking every spot 9 times,
Yeah.
kind of. I was wondering if there's like some sort of kind of transformation type thing we could do.
When we were back and first adding the for each, not the for each, the for loops.
Yeah.
Like that's I think the way we implemented it here is a fairly procedural way.
Yeah.
Of implementing it. I was wondering if there was more of a functional way that we do it as a series of transforms or something like that.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but I was wondering if there is such a thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It would be interesting to see this in a language that has like matrix transformations as a more first class citizen, because C# doesn't. I mean, you can get libraries to do matrix stuff, but like doing it with the 2D arrays the way we have, it's not really doing it procedurally like this is the way that is kind of natural with the 2D array in C#. But
okay. I mean, we have this like method where we pass it a bunch of coordinates. Like, is there anything we'd want to change there potentially? I don't know if we want to change it today, but
yeah, this wouldn't be a huge change, but it might help out a little bit if we made this into a local function inside of here, when you don't have it's a private method that just nobody should call, so I'm going to hide it at the end of the file problem. I think then we could also use the locally scoped, capture the locally scoped bomb field variable, so we wouldn't have to pass it in here. We'd clean up.
Also the counts. The row and column count.
Oh, yeah. So that might make it, that would be a marginal improvement, potentially.
Okay, well, I think I'm good for now. I mean, It's not like super exciting, but I think some of the things we did to incrementally transform it, I think were kind of fun.
One last question for you.
Sure.
Which is, I mean, it's hard to predict the future. If you had to come back to this code in 6 months or a year or something like that, do you think it would still make sense?
Think so. I think the bomb count at name is a little bit weird, since it's only ever going to be 0 or 1.
Yeah, we might.
But I don't know what the name is.
It's descriptive. Like if I came back to it later, I'd be like, oh, it's going to get a count of bombs at that spot. Oh, but it's just one spot, so it's only ever going to be 0. Yeah, so that it is a little bit weird.
Yeah, I think I'd figure it out. It just, I think, would probably bump on it because I'm bumping on it now. And I just wrote it.
Yeah. So like IsBomb isn't the right name, which we had before.
Right. And it was the right name for what we were doing before.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit trickier what we're doing this time.
Yeah.
I can imagine future self going, well, that's kind of a weird name, and trying to rename it and then giving up and leaving it how it is.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.